Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday, and thank you for joining us here at Red Deer Polytechnic, Gary Harris Center for Game 2 between your home Kings versus the visiting Lethbridge College Kodiaks. If you missed the previous game, the Queens took the Lady Kodiaks in 3 straight sets there to finish off the semester 2-0 on the weekend as a total. If you missed the game between these two last night, Kings won 3-0 as well, but the result was definitely not the game script of how hard the Kodiaks fought. They are a solid team, and Kings just played a super complete game, and you can definitely tell they're comfortable playing at home, which is not many times that's happened this year. This is their 3rd home game of the semester, which is absolutely wild. Usually you're used to playing a few more than that. I don't know what the schedule conversation was like, but definitely a bit of some adversity on the first half of the semester schedule here, but that's all in the past now. Both these teams were 6-1 coming into it with the result of the victory. Kings are now 7-1. Kodiaks are 6-2. This is still anybody's match here, as Kodiaks will definitely look to stay 500 on the weekend with a win and a loss. And Kings will obviously be looking to close out their semester with 2 wins. That was a nice block by Shea Wall on the left side there. I'll quickly bring you our starting lineups. I know you heard from the head table, but I'll just reintroduce them. Boys for Lethbridge here, let's start with the visiting team. The boys in the different colored jerseys, the 2 liberos for the Lethbridge. They dress 2, which you are allowed to do. A bit of a miss serve from Gavin Mose there, but number 5 coming onto the court, that's Malcolm Fisher. His libero counterpart is number 4, Tyler Chernishenko. So both liberos have their skills of passing and defensive capabilities, but it's nice to always have a second option if one of them isn't feeling it. So those are the 2 liberos for the team. Nice pass by Fisher. You see that's why he's out there. Wow, what a play here. I'll get back to the lineups. That was nuts. Off the block into the face of Piers, but it actually went over the net, and that's a big point for the Kodiak, as it looked like Piers just got the stuff block, but hit his face in a good spot that it went back over the net, and Kings serviced them with an error there. I think that was Nicholas Possingham, but 3-2 for the Kodiaks. So we got our liberos down. Let's get our middles here. Number 11 serving. This is Cameron Pierce. In the front row opposite of him, that is number 9, Adam Rivette. The T is not silent. On the right side with a big block right there. Huge piece. One of the 2 brothers, that's Nolan Mose. On the left side, number 6, we've got Gavin Mose. On the other left side, I've mentioned his name. That is number 8, Shea Wall, as the P2 for this Lethbridge team. In the distribution, the setter, the hands, the quarterback. He was wearing number 10 yesterday. He's got number 24 on now. Maybe he doesn't have the away jersey, but that is Nash Shipton. Number 10 in your programs, but number 24 on the court for tonight. Good scramble play from the Lethbridge Kodiaks, but Nolan Mose can't make anything out of it there. So we got the liberos, got the left side, got the right side. Nolan got our 2 middles. We are set for Lethbridge's starting lineup. I'll reintroduce you to the homeboys in green there. Evan Ackerman, one of the 2 middles on the court there for the Kings. His opposite position, middle, Jax Wozlowicz. In the left side, unfortunate error for Ackerman there. On the left side, we have number 11, Colby Nemeth, and number 6, Nicholas Possingham. Setter and right side combination, respectively, are Maddox Greaves and Brett Lauer. And we've got our number 12, jersey in white there, libero, Jonathan J.J. Graham. So you know him, you're accustomed to him. Let's get to the game here. What a touch by J.J. Graham, but cannot pick it up. That was Nash Shipton showing his arm swing there. He doesn't really get too many chances to do it, as he's a setter and usually expected to take the second ball, but always a big rally booster from the other team when your setter pumps one on the other side of the court. Nice serve from Nolan Mose, putting Kings in trouble. Wowza. Holy, Maddox Greaves showing why he was the ACAC overall athlete of the year last year. All-Canadian player of the year, with a nasty one-handed set straight up for Brett Lauer, and Brett Lauer put that one away. So let's see if he can carry on with his spin serve here. Catches some tape, but a nice pass by Fisher. Shipton goes to wall out of the outside, picked up by Lauer. Greaves outside to Possingham. Nice shot off the hands. That was off of number 9, Adam Rivette. I know it's Rivette now because we received quite the compliment from the Lethbridge faithful on our production capabilities there. We appreciate that, and we also appreciate the name clarification for number 9 there. Hopefully he can get it done. Yeah, that's a tough play there, as Nash Shipton was just trying to set the ball, and Possingham maybe thought it was on his side of the net, so he pressed over, and you're not allowed to do that. So, but yes, back to Adam Rivette. Hopefully that was his family watching, and maybe now I'll be invited over for dinner now that I'm pronouncing your last name right. So, oh, that was good touches by the back row combination of Chernyshenko and Wall, but off of Chernyshenko's fist, he kind of punched that ball into Wall's face. So that could be dangerous if that's your scenario there. So Kings down 6-7. We're going point for point here. Possingham brings a heavy spin serve. He was combining it with a float serve last night. I'm not sure why, but good pass by Nolan Mose. Shipton with the nasty off the net dump. He was at the attack line when he dumped that with his left hand. Nonetheless, that is hard to do. So number 24, originally number 10 last night, Nash Shipton establishing his offensive capabilities. Rivette puts that spin serve in play. He was struggling last night from the service line. Get that touch, Adam. Oh, good hustle from number 9. A good slowdown and redirection from the block of Piers and Gavin Mose there, but the hard hustle play is not enough to keep that rally alive there for Adam Rivette. Jax Wozlowicz, one of 4 Red Deer natives on this starting lineup for the Kings here. Nice shot by Gavin Mose, puts the Kings in trouble. High ball to Nemeth. Nice shot from number 11, Colby Nemeth. Head coach Greg Giebos thought that might have been out, thought that might have been wide, but I think there was touches on the ball. I'm trying to read the dialogue that head coach Greg Giebos is having with Colby Nemeth right now. There's been some respectful conversations across the net, just questioning like, hey, you touched that, did you? And no, I didn't, kind of thing, just that kind of stuff. What a left-handed step swing from Maddox Greaves. Gavin Mose off the net, good dig by Lauer. Greaves, Ackerman gets to continue. That's still playable. Live ball, party ball. Oh my gosh, it's still alive. Oh, come on. Good scramble defense from the Kings, but Kodiak's not going away. Lauer took that one off the nose there. Or a soft spot of the face just on that cover. Kept the ball off the ground, but took the one off the beak in the process. So 9-8, Nash Shipton serving. Love that name. Puts a float serve in play. Nice pass by Possingham. Ackerman out of the middle. That's good to see. Last night, Red Deer was fairly heavy to the outsides with a combination of Nemeth and Possingham and Lauer. Maddox obviously feeding his guys, but it's always good when you can get Ackerman and Wozlowicz established on a solid team like Lethbridge. Mose pipe ball to Wall, looking for touches. I thought he got some on the way out, but unsuccessful in the attempt. 10-9, Kings take their first lead of the set here. Still lots to go, but every point is precious here. Maddox Greaves with the float serve. Puts that one a little too deep, and we got a 10-10 ball game. Maddox Greaves usually spin serves, but he has been having some lower back issues. I talked to him at the start of the game. He couldn't even make the last road trip as Kings played Keano last Friday, then Lakeland on Saturday. Didn't even have Maddox Greaves on their lineup as he was in the hospital trying to figure out his back spasm, and that's why he's float serving just to take some reps off the old back there. What a block by Evan Ackerman on Nolan Mose. That does not happen too often there. Good press from number 15, and just a great ability to stay disciplined and stay within your shoulders there. So yeah, you got to take those as they come on Nolan Mose there. Colby Nemeth. Spin serve, tight pass, Possingham with the party ball, put it right back at Fisher, and all starts with the serve of Colby Nemeth here. Let's see if they can continue with that. Colby Nemeth last night got hot and a little streaky from the line, but showing some consistency here. That's what I like to see. Starting to feel it from the line. Hopefully he can continue to force the Kodiaks to earn the points, and hopefully he doesn't. I know I'm kind of manifesting a missed serve here, but no, I believe in you, Colby. You got this. Just look after it. Nah, that's on me. That's on me. You just know he wants to hit it so hard from the service line that the result could be anywhere. So it's a high probability of an ace or an error with just the way he attacks that spin serve, but we'll take the steal point, and Cameron Pierce will float serve of his own. Oh, off the net. Good dig by Possingham. Keeps that ball alive. Backwards to Lauer. Roll shot dug up by Mose as Shipton goes high to wall. Off the hands. What a dig by Greaves off that redirection. That was tough. Tip, push. Wow, what a play. Rally's still live. Shea Wall out of the left side. High off the hands. What a cover by Rivette. Push tip, and that's Nolan Mose. Veteran play. Landed in the court. Great scramble from both teams as Lethbridge showing their desperation on the defensive end, keeping that ball off the floor. We got a 1-point game. Kodiaks are down 12-13. Cameron Pierce that put that one off the tape there. Possingham kept it alive. Wow, he is playing it risque there, but Evan Ackerman, great pass from Possingham, giving Maddox Greaves all options and the ability to keep Ackerman offensive there. We'll see Ackerman get subbed out for number 2. Third-year setter Brett Tisey from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Some may call him Brett Feast. No, he's been great for this Kings in these situations. Puts the Kodiaks in trouble, and that's all from that serve from Brett Tisey there as he forces Nolan Mose to pass it off the net. Shifting in a bit of a bad ball scramble situation. Can't put it in a perfect spot for Gavin Mose there, and Gavin Mose tried to do a little bit too much with the ball he was provided there and put that one into the net. So a good steal from Tisey here. Let's see if he can continue. Off the net. Rivette, wow, what a touch by Tisey, but Adam Rivette showing that he's got jump and athleticism. He's listed as an outside in the program, so tough to find a starting spot when you've got both the Mose brothers repping the outsides here, but Rivette's doing just fine in the middle, and that was an athletic, high jumping play from number 9. Oh, and that doesn't happen too often from Nolan Mose. I wish you guys got to see the serving warm-up here as Lethbridge were blowing quite a few serves into the net. It wasn't the warm-up they wanted, but sometimes that can transition over to the game, right? You practice how you play. Lauer, spin serve of his own, goes to the corner. Shea Wall, nice pass. Oh, wow, what a force from Nash Shipton. Holy, that was one heck of a play from number 9 and number 24, Nash Shipton. Nash Shipton's behind the attack line, but Rivette still has the presence of mind to stay available for his setter. He's loud, letting Nash know that, yo, I'm still here, set me the ball. Nash does so, puts it in a perfect spot. Good dig by Wall, just can't control that one. And a good answer from the Kings on that. A really nice play from the combination of Rivette and Shipton. This is a big point here. It's a lot better for the Kings to go up 18-14 than to have a 17-15 lead. That 2-point lead is dangerous. See if Possingham floats it or spin serves it. He's looking like he's going to spin serve. Taking his time. Here we come. Puts a nice one in play, but that's a low pass from Wall. Gavin Mose trying to get high line from the hands as that ball was not in the best position for him to have all his shots. So he tried to get the hands of Maddox Greaves, but just runs out of court in the process there. So it was a massive point for the Kings. Game's not over, but better to be up 4 than up 2. Possingham taking a deep breath here. Took some off his last serve. Let's see if he adjusts again. Nice pass from Mose. That was routine. C-ball. from wall and just missed his hand there, and it looked like the ball was a little bit behind him. Shipton didn't lead him enough into that ball, but you got to do something with that play. Forcing the first timeout for the Kodiaks, down 19-14. Lots of game left. We're not even in the red zone for the Kings, but we'll see how the Kodiaks respond after this timeout. We'll be back. All right, and we're back after that timeout break. Kings up 19-14 with Possenham to serve. He usually floats serve out of a timeout just to give himself an extra chance here, but he's acting in his routine as he's going to spin serve, so I like the aggressive mindset here. Leads himself quite a bit, has to take some off it. And wow, what a spin serve from Nicholas Possenham. The toss, you could tell the toss was a little bit farther ahead than what we've seen in the past, but he does a good job catching up to it, adjusting it, and he recognizes that he doesn't have the opportunity to take a full swing on it. Just adjusts to the toss that he provided himself and gets the ace there as he caught Nolan Mose off guard. Good toss from the kid. Nice serve right in between the seam. Oh, what a push from Shipton. Woo! Maddox Greaves, his back is looking pretty good right now there. Holy, what a push from Nash Shipton on that broken play. That ball looked like it was going to be feasted on by Jack Wozlowicz, and Nash just says no and pushes that back. But unfortunately, there's a good old two ball waiting on the play after for Maddox Greaves. 21-14, Possenham, about his fourth or fifth serve of the sequence, and he gets an ace there as Nolan Mose sprays that one into the crowd. Shea Wall can't chase it down, forcing the second and final timeout for this Kodiaks team. Down 22-14, they're going to have to find an answer if they want to stay in this set or at least create some positive momentum going into the remainder of the game here. We'll be back after this. Okay, we're back after the second and final timeout for the Kodiaks. They're dug themselves quite a hole. Not totally themselves to blame here as the Kings are feeling it again off the hand of Possenham. Continuing to spin serve here. Nice pass, that was perfect by Fisher. Outside to Mose, and that's the answer you need out of the timeout here. A good pass, good set, and a good swing. Not the most clean contact, but kills a kill, and just the ability to get out of that rotation with Possenham feeling it from the service line is a blessing in disguise here. And number one, Ben St. Pierre, second-year setter from Red Deer, so starting in his own hometown here. That's always good to see. Came in last night, missed his serve, but I'm sure he can do better there. That boy serves that JJ. Wow. Wow, wow. That was an aggressive jump and an aggressive hit by number 5, first year as well, Jack Wozlowicz. If you ever get a chance to see him jump in warm-ups, you'll You'll be left speechless, I'll tell you that much. And you can see it right there as once he starts to get some meat and some strength on his bones, that'll be almost to the roof. Okay, Zachary Newfield, number 1 serving sub of the Kings of their own, second year from Edmonton, Alberta. Puts that one to the net. He rushed himself a little bit there. Doesn't matter because he's got the sickest flow on the team. I'm sure the boys will forgive him. Also helps that they're up 23-16 with Nash Shipton to serve. Let's see if he can kind of create some momentum for the Kodiaks here. Float serve and play. Off pass by Possingham. Greaves goes outside to Nemeth. High swing, but a nice dig by Wall. Tight ball for Mose. Excellent recycle. Oh, no. That was a perfect play by Mose. He was tight, but he just pushed it off the block, giving his team the chance to dig the ball, recycle the contacts, and get a fresh three hits on their side. But he was a little too tight, and I think his hand or the follow-through must have hit the net or something as the head official saw it right away. Set point here, 24-16. Pushed hit by Mose. That was an unfortunate broken play. Kings get the chance to win it here, and Gavin Mose out of the right side, blocking Colby Nemeth. Usually Gavin isn't blocking that side, but just with the broken play, it didn't give Gavin and Nolan a chance to switch when the ball went over. So we'll take it because Gavin is sitting at 6'7", and he's a strong blocking piece for sure. See if he can create some momentum here. Nice serve. Off pass for Maddox. Greaves goes outside to the lefty Lauer. Good recycle from the Kings. Back to Lauer and gets the tool this time. Closing out the set, 25-17. Pretty back and forth until Possingham started on his service run there. Definitely look for the Kodiaks to respond as they have the pieces and the ability to do so, and Kings will be looking to extend this to 2-0 set lead as we go best of 5 here today. We'll be back after this. and welcome back to second set action here between these two juggernauts. As Kings took a fairly commanding victory there, 25-17. It was pretty much point for point here. What a kill by Nolan Mose. Pretty much point for point up until, I want to say, that 15-point mark when Nicholas Possingham just went on about a service run of about 6 or 7 points there, and Kodiaks just couldn't recover. So don't expect Kodiaks to go away here as they're up 1-0. Spoke too soon there as Shea Wall gifts the point back and makes this a 1-1 game. Colby Nemeth, second year from Red Deer. One of the 4 Red Deerians on this starting lineup. Got a little under that ball and returns the missed serve favor to the Kodiaks there, making it 2-1. Nothing too much to commentate on this first set as we've had a couple of missed serves, and see if Rivette can break that chain here with a spin serve of his own. Takes a little bit off it, but a nice pass by Nemeth. Outside to Possingham, and wow, what a shot down the line from number 6, Nicholas Possingham. Usually when he gets a one-on-one battle, he puts it away. Evan Ackerman, second year from Elk Point, Alberta. Done a fantastic job thus far, getting it done on the offensive end and getting some blocks as well. Cameron Pierce, a nice adjustment to that set as the ball was a little bit behind him, but he's athletic and able to adjust on the fly and in the air, and gets a kill for his team, making it 3-2. Number 24, Nash Shipton. Setter and quarterback for this team. Down the line at Possingham, he answers the bell. Pipe ball to Nemeth, what a touch by Wall, it's live. What a dig by number 8, Shea Wall, keeping that ball alive for at least the second contact, but not a lot you can do when Colby Nemeth is free to hit where he wants out of that back row pipe. Lauer, lefty spin serve, likes to go cross court and just tried to go a little too hard cross, and it's about the second missed serve in a row for the Kings. You never like to see it there. Gavin Mose brings a quick spin serve of his own. Lower toss, he had to adjust to a float serve, but it catches the Kings off guard. Tight ball for Possingham. Nice recycled. JJ's there to cover that ball. Wow, what a play by Possingham. Just the ability to recognize that he doesn't have a favorable matchup when the ball's tight and there's 2 blocks strong in the combination of Pierce and Mose. He knows and trusts that his defensive core behind him is covering the ball. He pretty much just pushes the ball off the block of Mose and Pierce, gets the ball back for his team to run a 3 fresh contacts, and gets the ball back again and puts it away. Shea Wall out of the left side. Tries to put that one a little bit too far down the line and hits the antenna. So the first steal for the Kings of this game, and of course it's on Possingham's serve. He was player of the game last night and starting off where he, or picked up where he left off last night. Blech. Spin serves up, puts it in play, and wow. Unfortunately, that's tough for the combination of Wall and Fisher, because that ball was perfectly in between them. That's a perfect serve, and he served, we call that the seams, and he just served right in the middle of the seam of Wall and Fisher, and both of them just got caught. Got caught looking at the other one. Down the line, nice pass by Shea Wall, backwards to Mose. And Mose, Nolan, out of the right side, is going to get the job done when he gets a one-on-one block like that. All credited to the pass of Shea Wall and the setting abilities of number 24, Nash Shipton there. Going to his guy out of the right side, getting that one-on-one block. Keeping this a 1-point game with Cameron Pierce to serve. Cameron Pierce, that's a tough ball after the result on the play of Nolan Mose out of that one-on-one. Kind of have 3 cardinal rules from the service line. You never want to miss your serve if the guy in front of you missed your serve, as you saw Nemeth miss a spin serve and then Lauer miss a spin serve, so that's a no-no. You never want to miss your serve after the opposing team has missed your serve. That's a big no-no. What a touch. Oh, And you never want to miss your serve after a big play previously, because that just kind of kills all the momentum you had. So that was a nice touch as Maddox Greaves just got a set of hands up late on that pipe ball from Gavin Mose. Used it to his advantage and put the ball away. Nolan, spin serve, toss it up. Nice pass by Possingham. He's feeling it from the serve-receive side. And that's high off the hands. Yeah, I don't know how the linesman didn't see that one, but Lauer did a good job using the block of Lethbridge to his advantage there. Maddox Greaves, his team's up 2 here. 8-6. Puts a float serve into the net. I think that's his second serve in a row that he's missed. He put the previous one out the back. You know, he's definitely not used to float serving because he usually tosses up a spin serve, but as I mentioned, he's dealing with a few lower back issues, so he's got to take a few plays off. Nice pass from GAJ. Greaves to the middle. Ackerman a little bit too low, but a nice dig by Mose. Another dig by Greaves out of the back row. Lefty Lauer. Wall covers that. Mose out of the back row again. Nice block by Evan Ackerman. He is getting it all done right now.
Back to the service line for the Kings, number 11,
Colby Nemeth has a pretty good ratio of aces to errors here. Let's see if he can improve it. Yes, puts that one in play, but a nice pass by Nolan Mose. Oh, what a one-on-one block from Nicholas Bossingham on the C-ball attempt from Shea Wall. It was a good swing by Wall, but Bossingham just in a perfect position to shut that one down. Bossingham making a case for a repeat POG player of the game here as he got it last night. Colby Nemeth, let's see if he can string together a couple serves. Oh, that one was going long, but Nolan Mose took it. Ball a bit behind Gavin Mose. He has to adjust. Quick ball to the right side, and what a use from Brett Lauer on Gavin Mose there. That ball is set very quick, and it's hard for Gavin Mose to adjust to the speed of that speed and tempo that's set by Maddox Greaves. So a good connection from number 4 and number 9 there, Lauer and Greaves. Nemeth, third serve of the sequence here. Great serve, putting Kodiaks in trouble. Wall trying to go high off the hands, gets the recycle. Gavin Mose gets the ball back, high off the hands, but that's playable. Nemeth has to go to the right side. Lauer has 2 blocks, high off the hands. What a shot, but a nice slowdown by Rivette. Nolan Mose, please, yes! Wow, I love when that happens. Nolan Mose gets a nice dig off the slowdown of the combination of Gavin Mose and Adam Rivette. And he's in tempo, he's calling for that one. He wants the ball out of the back row, so you always love it when a player gets a good dig and has the ability to earn it. And you got to chalk it up to Nash Shipton there too, having the trust and just recognition that Nolan Mose is available. And as I mentioned to you, the cardinal sin of missing serves is that was a big point for the Kodiaks, and now that momentum is pretty much null after that missed serve. But it's okay, Adam, I still love you. See if Ackerman can increase his 4-point lead. Goes at Fisher, a little bit off the net. Gavin Mose blocks, come on, playable, that's over. Oh man, this is some good volleyball. Can't even keep up with the rally, I'll talk to you guys after. Oh man. I don't even know what just happened, the play was so quick. Yeah, the score is definitely not evident to the level of play that these two teams are bringing to the table. It's just Kings are feeling themselves right now. Off pass from Gavin Mose, middle. What a press by Jax Wozlowicz. Missing the high five from Possingham. Hopefully we catch that on camera and getting the smack right in the face. That'll wake him up. 14-8 for the Kings. We'll be back after this.
Red Deer Polytechnic means I'm skilled, connected, experienced, purposed, and I'm ready.
And we're back with Ackerman serving. Shea Wall with the perfect pass to Nash Shipton. Oh, and Cameron Pierce finding the room underneath Jax Wozlowicz, as Wozlowicz is pretty high up there, but there's room underneath the block if you can find it, and Cameron Pierce did just that. Great answer out of the timeout from Pierce. Shipton with the serve. They go up Possingham again. They've been serving Possingham a lot. Nice continue. Oh, no. Brett Lauer, good dig, but I guess his foot might have came under the net. It looks like the down official was watching him like a hawk. It's frustrating on a dig like that, and a nice play from Possingham. Shipton serving down the line at Possingham. Good pass from Nicholas. Good swing, but a nice dig from Chernyshenko. I haven't had to say his name in a little bit. Oh, and what a nice high swing from Gavin Mose out of the left side, all because of the dig from number 4, Tyler Chernyshenko, third year from Edmonton, making his way south to Lethbridge. Shipton with his third serve of the sequence. They pepper Possingham. He gets the ball back. A nice touch by Cameron Pierce to slow that one down. Gets the ball back and gets to continue. Greaves is off the net, pushes it all the way to Possingham. A little bit of a set, broken system play. Libero high to Nolan Mose out of the right side. Nice roll shot to put the Kings in trouble. Greaves, continue from Jax. Greaves right side to Lauer. What a cover, can they continue it? Nope. Good defensive display from the blocking pieces of Gavin Mose, Nolan Mose, and Cameron Pierce, shutting down the combination of Jax Wozlowicz, Brett Lauer, and Nick Possingham. I think they got all 3 front row hitters that time, so Kodiak's not going away and making this a respectable 2-point deficit. Shipton continuing to go after Possingham. Good take there. Wow. If you blink, you will miss Lauer swinging on that ball because he's got a whippy arm out of the right side there.
On the right side and back to serve, it's number 9, Brett Lauer.
He missed his last serve, so let's hope that he can adjust and maybe take care of it this time, because this is a big point nearing the red zone of this second set. There you go. Shea Wall, nice pass. Gavin Mose out of the right side. What a dig by JJ Graham. I got to stand up for this one now. Pass off the net, Shipton. I like that force, but I don't know if that's the run on that play. It just wasn't high enough for Pierce, but one heck of a dig from number 12, JJ Graham, down the line on Gavin Mose. That does not happen too often there on a one-on-one block especially, so JJ Graham showing why he's a firm leader on this Kings team. Lauer, nice serve. Over bump, Possingham swings on it. What a dig by Fisher. Oh, Fisher, an excellent scramble dig there. Keeps the ball alive, but unfortunately the rest of the Kodiaks can't continue the play there. I love those digs when it's just last second desperation effort there. Good play by Fisher. Lauer starting to feel it on his serve, taking some chews from the service line. Pipe ball, that was out. Yeah, tough run there. It was good all up until the point of execution, and Colby Nemeth is getting on top of the ball, but he's aiming right down the middle where you don't have a ton of court left. You'd like for him to maybe try to hit for a corner. Maybe he's got a little bit more court to miss at. But he gets a gift back as Gavin Mose puts that serve into the net. He didn't miss a lot of serves last night either, so each one of those is a valuable gift towards the Kings side there as Possingham, his team up 5, 18-13, nearing the red zone. Red zone being 20 points. Nice pass from Fisher. Wow, shipped in tight ball for Mose, and Mose makes it work there as he's got some feedback for Shipton. That ball was tight and outside. I can't believe Mose was able to make something of that play, but there's a reason he's, I don't know where he is on the leaderboard for kills or kills per set, but he's definitely up there. Cameron Pierce have to go on a run here. Out. Couple of missed serves in a row for the Kodiaks here. That's not what you like to see late in this second set. It's a combination of Mose and now Pierce both miss their serve. Can't get too much going against a team like the Kings when you're just giving them the ball back. We see Brett Ticey come back into the game. This is usually where he's his best, is kind of late in the game where he's almost our closer for the Kings, if you will. Shipped in to Rivette. Wow, what a dig by Ticey. Oh man, what a nut play. I'm hyped. Oh, a slow down by Ackerman. That's all you can think of. I'm just so in the play, I can't even develop a sentence for the words, but Ackerman getting it done. Even though the Kodiaks got the point there, the fact that Ackerman got a touch and slowed down that ball and made it even go up is doing his job to the best of his ability there. That's all you can ask for. We call that a slowdown. Oh, nice play by Maddox. That's a good recovery. Three block for Nemeth. What a shot by Nemeth there. Off the net. He hears his teammate calling for 3 blocks, so he knows there's going to be some more open points of the court. More so shallow because that third block is coming over to block. So usually, I think that was Shea Wall, who usually is kind of responsible for the more shallow shots if he's not blocking. But as soon as Nemeth heard the 3-man block, he's adjusted his shot accordingly. Oh, and that ball is not high enough for Gavin Mose to make something work there. Kodiaks are going to have to slow this down and just chip away, try to get the ball back here and try to go 2 for 1 on their serve, maybe 3 for 1. Maddox goes at Gavin, a little bit off the net, but Shipton can make it work. And oh, Rivette had the angle, but just ran out of court, forcing Lethbridge's final timeout here, down 22-15. We're going to need some life here from the boys in whites as Kings are pressing right now. We'll see how they react after this. Okay, we're back. Second set action here. Kings up, fairly commanding lead, 22-15, late in this second set. See how the Kodiaks respond out of this timeout. Left side to Shea Wall. Excellent slowdown from Ackerman. That's his job right there, folks. Left side, high ball. That's a nice slowdown from Shipton on his own. Rivette. Oh, man, Ackerman, okay. Recycle for the Kings. They get a free ball back. Roll shot, and oh, no, Rivette was thinking that Nolan Mose was right behind him, so he kind of dodged that ball, thinking that he wouldn't have had a stronger position to play that dig. Oh, here we go. Setter sub coming in, number 1, Red Deer Boy. Second year, Ben St. Pierre. Hopefully he can create some energy for this Kodiak team, some life for maybe the next set or the distance onwards, as they will have to go to 5 if this set doesn't go their way. Rivette, middle pass, love it. St. Pierre outside to Wall, and Wall goes high off the hands. Great first start for number 1 Ben St. Pierre, putting that ball in a good spot for Wall to go high off the hands. And now the Kodiaks have to battle. Dug themselves quite a hole. Shea Wall will try to lead the charge back here. Spin serve of his own. And will not do it with that point there. Reaching set point, 24-16. The last set was 25-17 as well, so Kings are just feeling it in their home barn tonight. Not much the Kodiaks can do, and all pistons are firing from the Kings. Colby Nemeth just trying to win the match with that serve and put a little bit too much on it and ran out of court there. So usually know Nemeth is good for a couple of missed serves and a couple of aces. A good ratio for a spin server, at least when I played, was 2 aces to every 1 missed serve. So we'll see what Nemeth's ratio is after this. We got a serving sub in, number 3. Sorry, folks. Cole Hemmerling gets a point for his squad. He's a second-year right side from Lethbridge. Repping the left-handies. I like it, as I'm a lefty myself. We're better than all the righties. So strong support for hopefully the comeback on this guy's hand here. Nice pass by JJ. And Possingham one-on-one block against St. Pierre. That's probably going to go Possingham way most of the time there. So 25-18, 25-17. Kings up 2 sets to 0. Lethbridge, if they want to stay in the win column, will have to push this one the distance to 5 sets, 2-15. Kings obviously looking to close this one out in 3, if not 4. So we'll be back after this break.
Positive change starts here. It starts with understanding thoughts, emotions, behavior, and the brain. These things make you who you are, and they change how you work, live, and learn with others. Study psychology to understand human behavior and the factors that drive it, and you. Complete all 4 years in Red Deer and start your path to create positive and lasting change in people's lives.
All right, and we're back for set number 3 action here. Red Deer host Polytechnic Kings taking a fairly commanding 2-set lead over the visiting Lethbridge College Kodiaks. What a play from Maddox Greaves there. Knowing he was tight and Gavin Mose was up there, he just pressed the ball in the hand and threw it outside the court. And that's an excellent play from the veteran setter there, Maddox Greaves. Kings up 1. Greaves down the line at Mose. Nice pass by Nolan. Ball back to him. Roll shot down the line. That's an easy dig for Greaves. High ball to Lauer to the right side. Nice hand by Nolan Mose, pushing that one back. Forcing the free ball back to his team. Let's see who Shipton goes to. Chooses Piers. Wow, Ackerman is getting it done right now. Gavin Mose out of the right side. Ackerman slowing it down again, but somebody's on the net for the Kings, and point Kodiaks. That's a tough one, especially when you get almost a free ball off the slowdown that the blocks that Evan Ackerman are providing. So 1-1, Kodiaks will take it with Gavin Mose to spin serve here. And another missed serve from the first year out of Barhead, Gavin Mose.
Back to serve for the Red Deer Polytechnic Kings, number 11,
Colby
Colby Nemeth.
Nemeth brings a very hard spin serve of his own when he wants to, like you can see right there, but that was answered perfectly by Fisher. And what an answer off that hard spin serve from the combination of Fisher, Shipton, and Nolan Mose. Good pass, good set, goodbye.
Bridge College, number 11, Cameron Pierce.
Cameron Piers looking to the coaching staff for a serving target. They choose Possingham again. What a set by Maddox Greaves. Just the ability to keep that ball on his side with the one-handed set and still have the ability to put Ackerman in the perfect spot. You got to give it up to Ackerman there. He's still being available, as he can recognize that Greaves can make pretty much any kind of set from wherever he wants. So Ackerman having a player of the game, eligible game right now. Oh, and Lauer gets outside, but he's just off the net with his block, and I think he just tried to maybe touch that one up, but that one hit his platform and just rifled back into the net on his own side. So good swing from Shea Wall out of the left side, and recognizing that Lauer was late. Nolan Mose, nice spin serve, putting the Kings in trouble. Greaves to Possingham, high off the hands. That was a great shot, but an even better cover by Gavin Mose. Free ball from Shipton. Pass by Graham, middle to Jax. What a dig by Mose. Oh, Wall, trouble ball, free ball back over. Don't dump it. Oh my gosh, what a play from the Kodiaks. You could tell the Kings were, so I'll explain a little bit of a play here. So Chernyshenko set that ball in front of the attack line. If you can see on the screen, there's a little red attack line about 3 or 4 meters off the net. If the libero sets the ball in front of that attack line, then the next person hitting the ball cannot attack the ball over the height of the net. It's kind of a back row attack, kind of a little bit of a unique rule. So what was happening in that situation was Chernyshenko set it really tight for Shipton, and the Kings were just like, oh, Shipton's going to dump, but it's going to be a back row attack. So nobody went up to block because they thought the play was pretty much over. Shipton doing an excellent job of keeping that set on his side of the net, and I believe it was Rivette who put it away, but a big momentum play for the Kodiaks as they're showing they're not going away here, and they can still stay in the win column if they bring this one to 5. Shea Wall, nice spin serve. Good pass from Nemeth. Oh, and Shea Wall gets a touch on it, but cannot keep that playable for his teammates there. Good swing from Possingham on the left side. Possingham, his routine for a spin serve. Takes a bit off it. Shea Wall with a quick pass to Shipton. He has to dump it. Oh, man. Off 1 foot, Greaves hits the ball harder than I do. And he's got a broken back, so just kind of shows what kind of an athlete and volleyball player he is. 6-5, Possingham continues to serve. I'm just kidding, Maddox can't hit it harder than I can. Nice pass by Fisher, wow. Gavin Mose, one-on-one block, and Greaves was an inch from getting him there. As you could tell, he was covering his hands to his face. He just missed his assignment by an inch, but Gavin Mose is used to those one-on-one blocks, and he's about 90 to 100% putting them away. Rivette, roll shot, passed well by Possingham. Lauer, nice shot from the back row, and Nolan Mose gets a touch on it, but can't get that high enough for his teammates to continue the rally.
Back to serve for Red Deer Polytechnic, number 5, Jax Waslowicz.
So Jax Waslowicz puts the float serve in play, handled easily by Gavin Mose. Set was a little too far ahead for Nolan Mose. He had to adjust and tip it, but didn't look like the Kings were ready for it, and he caught him off guard. Tying this game up at 7. It's Nash Shifton looking to his coaching staff where they want him to serve. They've been picking on Possingham's, but Possingham's been answering the bell here. JJ, nice pass. Inside ball for Nemeth. Oh, man. I wish you guys could see that from behind the net. That's a unique run. The left side's coming inside. We call that a 5-ball, like an inside 5-ball, which is not what the combination of Piers and Nolan Mose were expecting, and they were nowhere to be found there. That was a good run from the Kings. Greaves back to serve. They go at Nolan Mose, catches him high, but he gets the ball back. Trying to go a little bit too hard down the line. Looked like he tried to avoid the block completely, which is smart at times, but sometimes you can use it to your advantage. But he just ran out of court there and hit that one long or wide, creating a 2-point lead for the Kings, 9-7. Go at Mose again, but he answers the bell. Gavin Mose out of the right side. He uses the block of Colby Memeth. Good combination from the Mose brothers, getting that side out. Good set from Nash Shifton as well. Okay, Gavin has missed his last 2 serves at the line here. Expect him to take some off it to keep this one in play. Never mind. First-year mentality, am I right? Just serve it harder. Gets the free ball back. Piers puts that right on Shifton's head. Pipe ball to Gavin. Wow, what a touch. Woo! Yeah, get hyped, Gavin. That was hot. Good touch by Maddox Greaves, but that one was coming at him with some pace from Gavin Mose. What a set by Nash Shifton to show faith in his back row offense when he could have just gone to Nolan or one of his front row options. He went to the back row and was successful there. Lauer lefty out of the left side and hammers that one across. What a side out from the Kings, and a good answer out of that big point from Gavin Mose. I mentioned this last night, but there are, well, you're aware that Nolan and Gavin are brothers. Coincidentally, their father, Mike Matheson, way back in '95, played at Red Deer College. Got one of the first banners for the men's volleyball program for the national title there, and he was an All-Canadian in '97 himself. So I had a quick conversation with him and Gavin and Nolan after, kind of give him a hard time why his boys aren't at Red Deer and they're all the way in Lethbridge, but they are 2 precious pieces for this program, and Gavin Mose being in his first year, you kind of hope that they can hold on to him, and hopefully not too many university teams are looking at him too early. Oh man, Colby Nemeth looking comfortable out of the back row there. What a run from the Kings. Forcing head coach Greg Gibos to call his first time out. Still early and not that big of a lead, but you can sense that the Kings are starting to get into a rhythm, and Greg Gibos just wants to halt that right as it is. So we'll be back after this. All right, and we're back after that timeout from the Lethbridge College Kodiaks. Down 9-12 with Colby Nemeth spin serving. Maybe that's why they called the timeout as well, giving Nemeth a few more seconds to think about it, but he thought about it and he wanted an ace, so 13-9 for the Kings. Spin serve from Nemeth there. Took a redirection off the net and an off pass from the Kodiaks. Good recycle, nice cover by Cameron Pierce. Nolan Mose high and through the seam, but what a cover by Nemeth. Tight ball for Possingham, that's covered well by Shifton. Fisher high to Mose, he's got 3 blocks, recognizes it, and provides a changeup. Wow, what a dig by Gavin Mose. We got a rally here, folks. Oh, who's on the net? Yeah. That was a good rally, but unfortunately it was ended with a unfortunate net error from the Kodiaks, but some defense on both sides. Wow. Nemeth, his 3rd serve of the sequence. Let's see if he can keep it going. Missed serve for Colby Nemeth.
Back to serve for Lethbridge College, number 11, Cameron Pierce.
Cameron Pierce looking for the serving signal from the coach. And I don't think that serving signal told him to serve out, so some definite frustration from the Kodiak side as they're having trouble stringing the momentum together when every time they get the ball back on their service line, they're blowing it out. So can't have that with a team like the Kings here. And you see Brett Tisey a little earlier than usual, but you can tell Kings head coach Aaron Shula wants to close this one out, and who better to do that than Tisey. Shipton to Rivette, nice dig from Greaves there. I'll explain why it's good that we have Tisey in the back row here too. Oh, what a block by Shea Wall. One-on-one against Lauer, that doesn't happen too often. So just back to my previous comment, Tisey's good because he's an excellent server, good defense, but also he's a setter, right, too. So if Maddox Greaves ever takes the first ball like he did right there, the team isn't scrambling, they just look to Tisey to set that ball because he's used to it, right? So kind of some in-system for broken system plays. Definitely a reason why head coach Aaron Shula is as successful as he is. Nice block from Rivette on Jax at the front row there. That's a good steal from the Kodiaks. Making this a 3-point game at 12-15. Nolan Mose with the spin serve. Takes some off it. Good pass by Graham. Backwards to Lauer again. I love that from Maddox Greaves there. Maddox Greaves just has the presence of mind. He knows Lauer got blocked one-on-one, and you can just tell Lauer is chomping at the bit to get that ball back, and Greaves is like, don't worry, I got you, man. It's coming right back to you. But just such a veteran fifth-year mindset from Maddox Greaves himself. Off pass from Fisher. Shipton goes to the middle. What a force. Tip ball. Pipe ball to Nemeth. Oh, and he wanted that one. Way to get up there for Shea Wall, but Colby Nemeth didn't get that one above the height of the net there. Lots of spin serves in this match, Shea Wall being one of them. Off the tape, but Possingham passes that perfectly. Gets the ball back and hammers that one off the hands. And yeah, get hyped, Possingham, that was sick.
Right off the kill on the left side, and back to serve for the Kings, number 6,
Nicholas Possingham has been absolutely solid in all facets of the game, especially from the service line. Super technical, and you just know that he's been playing volleyball for a long time. Only a second year from Heathfield, South Australia, but you can just tell his ball control is immaculate. He just knows how to play volleyball, let's just say. Possingham, team up 5, nearing the red zone here, takes some off it. Shea Wall will thank him. Tip ball from Nolan Moses. That one wasn't high enough in the pipe, but the Kings kind of looking for the other one to pick it up, and have to have a little bit of an extra conversation in that huddle. So I think everybody's just expecting the next person beside them to take it, and that is a recipe for disaster in the long run. So number 2, Michael Kinley, we saw him in for a few reps there last night, in for a serving sub. Puts that one in play, but JJ Graham passes that one perfectly, and wow! I cannot get over how Jax can jump there. And he just hammers that one down. That was firm. He gets subbed out for number 1, Zachary Neufeld. One of the other closers for this Kings lineup, if you will. Tyzie and Newfield are closing pitchers. Puts that one. Mose passes it perfectly. Backwards to Nolan, and that's a great answer from the Kodiaks. Good pass from Gavin. Nice set from Shipton, and who else would you set but Nolan Mose out of the back row, getting that kill out from the C-ball. 19-15 here, and I know every point is important, but this point is absolutely huge if the Kodiaks want to stay in it. It's a lot easier to be down 3 than down 5. Shipton puts that one in play. JJ Graham feeling it. Ackerman a little bit off, but Shipton digs that one up. Chernyshenko outside to Mose. What a play. Nope, sorry, I thought that was a good dig by Lauer, but it caught Nemeth in an uncomfortable position and forced him to do a 2-hit contact there. But here we go, that's what I was talking about, 16-19. Let's roll, Kodiaks here. Shipton serve. They've been going at the seam of Possingham and Graham, but he switches it up there to Nemeth. And Nemeth looking very comfortable in the pass and swing. Maybe that's why Lethbridge hasn't been serving him in the past. But as a left side from experience, you're most comfortable hitting it if you pass the ball right after, because you passed it, you're in an athletic approach to get outside, and I'm sure Greaves knows that, especially with the left sides he's got. Greaves not acting like himself, at least from the service line. Maybe that it's kind of getting in his head a little bit that he has to float serve rather than spin serve, but usually it should be a little bit easier to put that float serve in play, but we won't hold it too much on his head. Nice spin serve from Gavin Mose, putting the Kings in trouble. High ball to Nemeth out of the right side. Just has to put a roll shot over, but he takes the setter out of the play. That's important. Nice swing from Nolan Mose. Wow, he's going after it. Right side set to Nemeth, high up the hands. Wow, Gavin was in a tough spot there. He just had to put the ball back over. Oh my gosh. Maddox Greaves is good at setting the ball. He's almost over the net there, and I don't even know what he was doing with his hands, but you got to chalk it up to Ackerman there too. He just knows that Greaves can set the ball in any situation and make sure he's available to hit it. So I'm going to almost give my player of the game bid to Ackerman there, if not Possingham. Good pass by Shipton, or good set by Shipton. Fisher was the passing recipient there and put that one perfectly. And a nice tool from Shea Wall. He's just chiseling the block any way he wants. This is huge. 3-point deficit. We're 21-18 in the red zone for the Kings here. Cole Hemmerling, let's see if he can create the comeback here. Lefty float serve. Goes at JJ. Passes off the net. Right side to Lauer. Oh, and Shipton was in the spot, but just kind of fumbled his platform there, as he wasn't expecting that one to perfectly come right at him. So good side out for the Kings. That point was massive. It'll be important for Lethbridge to get this ball back right now. They got a side out right now, and essentially they got to steal at least one serve on, it looks like Nolan Mose is back next to serve, but we'll see how they react after this Ackerman serve. Nice pass by Mose, a little tight. Oh, that was kind of messy. So it's funny there, Lethbridge knew the point was against him, but the ref called Shipton on the net when it should have been maybe like a 2-hit or a carry call, and that was just a little bit of confusion from the ref, from the Kodiak team, was they were like, Shipton wasn't on the net, but he didn't set that the most pretty. So 23-18, we're nearing the end of this match. Hopefully the Kodiaks can give us some life here and extend this the distance, but we'll see after this. Kings are rolling. the third set action here between the Kings and Kodiaks. Kings up 23-18, commanding 5-point lead late in this third set as they lead 2-0. This is the closing set for them. Tough pass by Nolan Mose, high ball to Wall, and what a shot by Shea Wall. Recognizing that that ball's not in a good spot for him to take a rip on it, and just tips it right behind the block. That was pretty perfect. And who else would you have on the service line mounting the comeback than the leader? And I don't know if he's a captain, but big piece for this Lethbridge lineup, Nolan Mose here. What a serve, nice pass by Nemeth. Lauer, hard cross, and Nolan Mose can't keep that one in play, bringing us to set and match point.
Back to serve for the Kings, number 9, Brett Lauer.
For the match here, Brett Lauer will look to spin to win 24-19. They've got some time. What a serve. And what a way to end the semester.
And with the ace,
Spin to win. 3-set sweep over a solid Kodiak team, ranked 3rd in the nation. I'm sure that will adjust accordingly with the 2 losses this weekend, but that is not a easy Lethbridge team to face there. Kings going into the Christmas break with a strong 2 wins. I believe that'll be 7-1 now. Lethbridge will fall to 6 and what's my math here? They're 6-1 going in. They'll come in 6-3. We played 9 matches. I'm not even sure. But looks like in the South, if all works out, Red Deer should be looking at that number 1 spot. Maybe Ambrose and Lethbridge, but Nolan Mose, understandably getting the player of the game. His body language is showing that he's not too proud of the individual results, more so worried about the team overall efficiency, and we'll see who gets the Kings player of the game.
2 aces, number 11,
Colby Nemeth. He was a rock star this game. That's totally understandable too. Got to chalk it up to Ockerman, Possingham, almost anybody on that Kings lineup could have got it there. A very complete match from both the Kings and Queens. They're going to feel good going into this Christmas break with a couple of wins. But I know it's been far and few for us this semester. Hopefully we get to see you guys a couple more times in the new year. I'm sure we will, as Kings are scheduled to have a few more home games this year, and we're excited for it. We hope everybody has a safe and fulfilling Christmas break. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we're signing out. Have a good one.